You are listening to Viewpoints from PlaceCloud. Cultural researchers tell stories of places from around the world. For the full multimedia experience and to support the creators you enjoy, visit placecloud.io.
Can you resist doing your best zombie impression as you approach 39 Monson Road? Simon Pegg and Nick Frost certainly couldn't, as they made their way to the safety of the Winchester Pub in Shaun of the Dead. That's right, this building on the corner was once the Duke of Argyll Pub, which starred in Shaun of the Dead as the Winchester, favorite pub of Shaun and his best friend Ed, played by Pegg and Frost respectively. The majority of Shaun of the Dead was shot throughout North London, where Pegg lived, with the only exception being this pub. The Duke of Argyll was chosen in New Cross because of its atmosphere. It felt like a proper old-fashioned pub, with fruit machines, a large seating area, and in other words, a very blokey place to have your local. Many pubs in London by the early 2000s were turning into gastropubs, and the filmmakers wanted to capture the traditional pubs they grew up with. In Shaun of the Dead, this pub is like a home and a safe house. When Shaun and Ed realize that zombies are taking over London, they make a plan to save Shaun's mom and girlfriend and get them somewhere safe. At first, they consider their own house share, but the presence of zombies inside and out makes that impossible. So where do they go to be safe, fed, and happy? The Winchester. The Winchester gets its name for a gun that hangs over the bar. There was never actually a rifle hanging over the bar at the Duke of Argyll. But the Winchester rifle comes in handy when zombies attack the pub and they need it to defend themselves. The pub is also a clever place to find safety when you're surrounded by zombies. There's food and water, the walls are thick, the doors are heavily secured, and it ensures nobody can break in. The pub also offers a hidden space underneath where kegs are stored, and which Shaun and Ed use once the zombies manage to break into the pub. As promising and protective as a pub is, it's also the location of a lot of struggle in the film. Early on, the pub is a source of frustration for Shaun's girlfriend Liz, played by Kate Ashfield, who dreads going to the same pub every night. She's even reluctant to go there as a way to stay safe because of her memories there with Shaun. And even once Shaun and his group make it to the safety of the pub, the group are trapped there with nowhere to go and zombies banging on the doors. In arguably the most tragic scenes of the film, Shaun has to say goodbye to the two people he loves most as the pub becomes overrun. In the end, the pub is worth loving and defending, but the film complicates that perfect happiness with loss and tragedy. Life and Shaun are forced to move on from the pub. And perhaps echoing that, 39 Monson Road is no longer a pub, so you can't stop in for a pint. However, if you fancy some more horror, I have another viewpoint a mile away on Lewisham Road, and you can get there by cutting through the park just behind you.